Here is my tag and pocket combo for a scrap I'm doing, a Life on the Scrap Beach. This is for the vintage group, and I will have a tutorial following showing how to make the pocket. And what I did here is I have this vintage girl, and then I have some flowers that I have used some glimmer on, and then a dove right here. And then the flap opens, well, there's also a tag here. I'll show that really quick first. And the tag's just been embossed and inked with vintage photo. Most of the stuff in here has been inked with vintage photo. And then there is a frame here that I have also embossed and inked. The dove just sitting in there so that it could be removed and they could just use the tag for something else or put a photo there. And then there's this little feather and it says timeless. And then sweet moments, and there's a piece of lace here where you can put a photo underneath. And then it opens up like this, and there's this page with this tag that has the vintage bird on it, and then on the other side it's a postcard, and it just flops in there. And then there's another frame where a photo could go in, and it says remember. And then here is another pocket. Oh, and here's another pocket and a tag that's pretty much the same as the one I already showed you. And then there's this, there's a butterfly that has stickles on the edges and some rhinestones, and then a piece of lace and ribbon, and another photo mat, and this you can get underneath. I tried to make all my stuff so that you could get underneath so that it wasn't hard to put photos in. And then it flops the other way, and there's this one, and there's this tag that has this, and then that on the other side. It just tucks in there. And then I have this one, and I did, oops, I bent it a little bit. There's a little teapot set with a ribbon and a mat here. And then it opens up and there's another tag. This tag is slightly darker, but it still looks the same as the other. And then there's a hat that I made with a feather and a little embellishment and a lace behind. And then it'll tuck right there. And then some lace here that can also be tucked into on that side. And I made this particular one so that it could be an insert. If the people that receive this don't want to use this as an insert, they can either tuck this back and glue it down and glue the back, or they could just cut it off and glue the back, or it can be as an insert the way that I intended it to be. So what you will need is a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. It doesn't matter if it's solid or not. This particular one I did solid because I already had a lot of pattern papers to put on it. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit to try to show you what I've done. I tried to take out most of the boring part, but I'll just go through this really quickly. What I did is I scored it at 3 inches, at 6 inches, and then again at 11 inches, and then turned the page and scored it the other direction, 4 inches and 8 inches. And then you'll take a pair of scissors and you'll cut to the 1 inch mark here and the 1 inch mark here, and then along here all the way across those two sections so that you have this solid, and then again right here. And then what you want to do is you'll take the top section and you'll fold it upwards and inwards like this. Yes, I ink on this board so it looks terrible. I realized after I'd been inking it up that I was ruining it. And then you take the 1 inch section and go ahead and fold it back. And then on the middle row, you're going to go the opposite way. You're going to fold this back, and this one back, and the little flap will go forward, like that. And on the bottom section, you'll go up again, one up, another one up. And then this piece right here, you're actually going to score this 1/2 inch right down the middle, and then this is going to fold in half and be that little piece that you see that is being used to connect it to a mini book. This would be the size for a 6 by 6 mini book. Okay. Now you're going to fold under and then this one up, and then flop it over. There is the front, which you would see, you know, the flap here. Now if you wanted to, you could keep I made it a pocket because this was for a pocket tag swap. You could keep this and just have that fold all the way out if you wanted to. And on this particular one also, I went through and rounded all of the corners, so it was a rounded look. You could do that, or you could keep it square. And then see, it flops down. That would be glued down. There's your slot for a tag. Another spot here, and then you'd fold it the other way, and you'd have another spot for a tag and photo mat, and then another spot here where you'd have another pocket there and room for a photo mat. To make it a little bit easier, I'll also tell you, when it's completely unfolded with the 1-inch side on your left and these cuts on the right, when you have your punch, what you want to do is you want to punch the top of this one and the bottom of this one right here. And that will make it so that when everything's all folded up together, everything will be right side up. Because this particular one, it looks like it's upside down when it's here, but it's actually a flopped piece when you get around to the other side. So anyway, if that makes it any easier for you, hopefully that was helpful. I will list the sizes of the mats for everything and the sizes of the tags probably in the beginning of the video, so that you'll have those as well. So thanks for watching.